Well, I talked to Ethan the other day about the experience he had over the month of uncertainty, and he said one of the things that kind of got him through it was that he knew he had to lead because the rest of the guys were so green. From your vantage point, how do you think he handled that whole process?
Well, he did a great job. You know, it was hard under those circumstances to number one, play this game and not knowing if you're going to be able to play or not, and to play and be in a leadership position is doubly tough. And I think he did a great job with it. There was very few, situations where I saw him show any concern or worry or that sort of thing. He did a fantastic job.
One of the things I imagine you probably love about your job is you see a lot of kids grow. He said he grew up a lot that month. There's a lot of growth in terms of dealing with adversity and just getting to know himself a little bit better. That can make you a better football player too, can't it?
Oh, no question. It makes you hungry. It makes you appreciate the opportunities that you have, and you know that, hey, this thing can be taken at any time, and when you have an opportunity to play the great game of football, you make the most of it.
Having him on the field as opposed to not must have been huge for you guys. I know that there were some things you want to correct that the front line did, but having a guy like Ethan versus not having him has to be a tremendous difference for you guys.
No question. He's the only starter. He's the only returning starter on the front, and not only is he a starter, but he's a leader vocally and in the classroom, in the training room, everywhere. He's in a great example for these guys to follow as to how you get it done, how you do it.
How do you think he played?
I think he played average. I think he can play a lot better. I think the uncertainty and just being anxious and all that stuff kind of played into it. I think he's got a lot more football in him, and I'm sure we'll see that this week.
You had a lot of young guys out there. I'm going to ask you about three of them in particular. Nazir Jones.
Right.
He's obviously overcome a terrible thing a couple years ago that nobody knew what was going on with him, and now here he is 2 years later. He's on the field banging heads out there. How did he play? And just talk about the adversity he's overcome.
He's done a great job as well. He's got a great upside. He's a good pass rusher. He's gained a lot of weight, and I think he's just getting used to carrying the weight, but I'm expecting great things from him this week, and I think he did a decent job in the game. But, first game, I think all these guys are going to get better the second week.
Tyler Powell, big
surprise. I don't think I've ever had a freshman that has come on so strong. I hope he can continue to improve and do the things that he's been doing. But, he's a special kid for a freshman.
When you looked at the film, could you see him actually learning and adapting as the game went on?
Oh, no question about it. I mean, he plays hard, number one, and he's going to have a little bit of increased role. Now that I know he knows what he's doing, I feel a little more confident in putting him in some crucial situations, and you'll see a lot more of Tyler Powell.
DeJuan
Drennan started the football game. He played. He was on varsity all last year, and we debated whether we redshirt him or not. So, even though he's a first-year player, he's taken a lot of reps in practice and had to do all the things that it takes to be a travel kid and play football. So, he's a guy he's a freshman, but he's a veteran freshman, and he's got to be a leader at this point.
Thank you. Appreciate it.